Hey, how comfortable are you in making questions in English? I mean, are you familiar with the structure? Do you know what kinds of questions there are? How to use them? When to use them? If you're not sure, stick around because at the other end of the intro, that's exactly what I'm going to explain. Yeah, baby, yeah! Hey guys, how's it going? Mr. Finn here once again to help you out with some English. And today, I want to clarify how to make proper questions in English and why it's important. All right, so about a couple weeks ago, I went live and I was addressing the issue about how to start conversations or how to maintain conversations. And in that video, I was stressing the point of asking questions because when you're in a conversation, when you go to a conference or a meeting or on a date or a party and you want to get to know people, one of the best ways to do it is to ask questions. I'll put a card here on that video if you're interested in checking it out. I think there's some insight there. But today I want to focus on exactly what it takes to make questions and the differences in making questions. So first, to do this, I want to classify the questions into two different groups, two different categories. Okay? We have the closed questions and we have open questions. Now what's the difference? Well, closed questions are questions that you're only going to get a yes or no answer. So it's closed. Like, it's really difficult to carry on a conversation when you ask a question and the person just says yes or no. Contrary to open questions, these are questions when asked, the answer can vary. Okay? So, closed questions. What makes a question closed? Well, it's simple. It's a question that starts with a verb, whether it be an auxiliary verb, a verb to be, or a modal verb. And to keep this in mind, there's a specific structure. Look at this acronym here, ASI. ASI stands for auxiliary, subject, infinitive. Okay? Now, in another video, I'll get into the different kinds of auxiliary verbs. But in this video, I just want to show you the structure and the construction. So for example, if I were to ask you, can you speak English? You really only have two choices. You say, yes, I can, or no, I can't. Are you okay? Yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Do you like my videos? Do you enjoy my tongue twisters? You see, with those three types of questions, I used a different verb each time, but I started the question with a verb. And if you paid attention to the answer, not only was it yes or no, but you're using the same verb, modal verb, verb to be, auxiliary verb, in your answer. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I am. Yes, I can. No, I can't. You got that? Now, this is for all the tenses. So what you're going to do, if it's in the past tense or the future tense, you're just going to change the auxiliary verb. So can you, could you, do you, did you, are you, were you? You see, the auxiliary will change, but the verb after the subject is the infinitive. Do you like? Did you like? You see? So that's really important to remember, okay? That is the core of the closed questions. Now, open questions. So as I said before, open questions are open because the answer can vary. Now, what makes a question an open question? We use these 6 question words. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. Now, there are a few other question words like which and whose and whom, but let's focus on these 6 because these 6, you could say it's like the foundation or the base for any interviewer. Anyone's going to ask a particular amount of questions, you're going to stick with these 6 question words. Now, when you use an open question, you're going to have a similar construction as you did with the closed questions. Check out this acronym, quasi. So what does that stand for? QU's question word, and then we have auxiliary, subject, infinitive, right? So when we look at this, you make a question with who, for example. Who are you? Well, Mr. Finn, I'm a teacher. I'm a father, I'm a husband, right? Who am I? Okay? What do you do? Well, someone asked me that question, Mr. Finn, what do you do? Well, I teach English, I make YouTube videos, I hang out with my children, I exercise, I read books, things like this, okay? Where are you from? Oh, I'm from the United States of America. I'm from California. I'm from Los Angeles, right? I'm from Hawaiian Gardens. I just keep breaking it down. Where do you live? Well, I live in Brazil. I live in João Pessoa. Okay, I live in the Southern Zone. So, see, it depends. I could answer it any which way. And each answer is correct. When? Mr. Finn, when did you come to Brazil? Oh, I came to Brazil in 2009. Or I came to Brazil in April 2009. I came to Brazil nearly 12 years ago. You see? Like 3 or 4 different answers, each one accurate. And this is how you do it. This is how you make open questions. And these are the questions you want to use when you're going to start a conversation, when you're meeting someone for the first time. It's going to show them that you're interested, but as the person's answering, you can pay attention to what they're saying and you can think of other questions. And that's the secret, okay? Now, thinking about the construction of quasi, sometimes the question word is more than just one word. For example, what kind of music do you like? So that what kind of music together is going to be considered like the question word, because the question word needs some information before I can continue with the rest of the structure as far as the auxiliary, subject, infinitive. So it's important to keep that in mind, right? Now, dealing with question words, you need to understand that there are 2 kinds of categories within this section. We have questions with an auxiliary and questions without an auxiliary. And you think to yourself, whoa, what's the difference? Let me give you an example. Who did you call last night? Or who called last night? What's the difference? So if you see, both of these questions are basically the same question, except one has the auxiliary that's conjugated in the past tense. Who did you call last night? And then the second one without the auxiliary, it's the past tense also, but the verb is in the past. Now, pay attention. The one with the auxiliary is used when I, making the question, know the subject. Who did you call last night? See, you are the subject. So let's say last night I saw you pick up the phone, I saw you dial it and call someone. I don't know who the object of the sentence is. I don't know who you were calling, but I know you were the one doing the action, right? When it comes to basic sentence structure, it's the subject that does the action. So you were doing the action, you made the call. Who did you call last night? See how that works? Now, last night, the phone rang, you answered it and talked. Now, you're not one doing the action. You didn't make the call. The person you're talking to made the call, and I don't know who that person is. And that's where the question word itself becomes the subject. Who called you last night? You see how that works? Now, questions without an auxiliary is not possible with all 6 of those question words. The ones that you can do it with are who, what, which, and how. Let me give you an example. So I gave you an example with who, what time is it? I don't know the time. What time is it? What happened? I don't know, man. I heard some commotion. I heard an explosion. Or what happened? I heard you guys fighting. What happened? I have no idea what was going on. So what becomes the subject? Okay. I could say which. Which one is it? You gave me 2 options here, but I don't know which one it is. Which one is it? See how that works? And as far as like how much, how many, I don't know the price. I don't know the number. How many people came? I don't know. How much was this outfit? How much was this cell phone? I don't know. That's how it works. All right. So I hope that's helpful for you. Remember, we have 2 kinds of questions: closed questions, open questions. These ones lead to a dead end. These ones can lead to more conversation that I suggest that you give it a shot. All right. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider pressing that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. And I hope to see you on the next video. I'm Mr. Finn, and I'll catch you later. Bam!
baby, yeah!